Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lisa and this is Beauty from Inside and Out, where today I'm going to ask you a question. Are you finding that your skin is looking dull? Especially if you are getting up there in age, right? You've got mature skin. Number one thing we can do to really see a difference right away is to exfoliate. Keep watching if this is something you're interested in listening to.
If you're here, then you woke up today. And that is a blessing. Don't take that for granted. Don't waste it.
So I am coming at you barefaced, no makeup. You know what? Sometimes that can be a little tricky for some women, It's something very vulnerable. I wasn't like that, but I hear a lot of stories of how, oh no, I will not leave the house until I have my makeup fall on. But there's nothing like having confidence and feeling so good in your own skin that really it's not going to bother you. Yeah, you wear the makeup because you choose to, right? You want to dress your face up, but you're just feeling so good about your skin and where it's at. And exfoliating, I believe, is something that we can see immediately because we want to see results. Sometimes things will take time, and there is a slow process when it comes to skincare and just being patient. But I think that when you open up yourself to trying to exfoliate your skin, and this may be just something new to you, I want to help you with maybe some suggestions on what you can do, because of course all of us have a different issue that we're dealing with when it comes to exfoliating, whether our skins are sensitive, whether we should even exfoliate. So let's get started with this conversation. So there is a difference between clearly a chemical exfoliation and a physical exfoliation. So a physical one is something that's actually you're using, whether it's like a washcloth, because you can actually softly exfoliate with a washcloth. Now, what you're doing basically with an exfoliation is that you are just removing that top, very surfacey skin that's really just dried and dead. And so you are removing and kind of just giving your skin a clean surface. Not only are you removing like peach fuzz, right? Like just that very thin, very fine hair that you see, but that top layer of skin that's on there. And you've got to be really careful how you choose to do that. Like I said before, some of us have very sensitive skin, or maybe you're having issues with acne. Listen, I am not a professional by any means. I'm not a medical professional. So please address your doctor. If you are there and you have acne problems, or your skin is like extremely sensitive, not reactive, but sensitive, then reach out to your dermatologist or just whomever you use as your medical professional. I'm just trying to give you some suggestions on kind of what to do, what I have found that has helped me throughout the past few years, because I used to never do this. And I used to never do a lot of things, like even something as basic as sunscreen. But you go as you learn, and when you see that it's working, then you stick with it. So getting back to the cloth, microfiber cloths I think are really good because they're really soft up against your skin. But like in this particular cloth, you can see that one side has like these little kind of ridges that when you are removing, whether it's like your makeup or cleaning your face, and you use this, that's a very mild way of exfoliating. There are also, you can go a little fancier if you'd like, and I'm inserting a picture here of a nice brush cleanser that you can use to also wash your face, and you're getting that exfoliation as well with like a silicone brush. There's even I've been using this cleanser, and it's by Naturium, and it is a fermented rice enzyme cleanser, and it's got like these little granules that when you are washing your face and just kind of rubbing all of that in, you can actually feel, not very abrasively, but feel the exfoliation process, so that when you rinse off your face, you've got a very smooth skin, and that's just part of just all the dryness and all of that top layer just falling off. So Naturium, really, really good. So many different ways you can do like an exfoliation physically. And the last one I'm going to share is using like a razor. I am getting ready to kind of graduate into like an electrical one. There's so many different companies that have all these kind of different tools that are maybe more, they're better to use because it's just less chances of you cutting yourself. You have to be extremely careful when you use a blade. And this is very inexpensive. I got it off of Amazon. It's called Twinkle. I think that's what it's called. Yeah. Now, take your time when you are using a blade, right? You don't want to cut yourself. Always go like, just kind of against the grain of the hair that's growing in. Do it in little pieces at a time. Just never take a lot of areas. And again, just take your time, right? I even have a smaller little blade to get into like more smaller areas on my face and not have to feel like the blade is too long. So clearly that's just another form of an exfoliation, but it's going in another, it's like an above grade level, like dermaplaning, that can get done like in an in-office, procedure with like your anesthesiologist or maybe even your dermatologist. So again, use your judgment to what you feel you can do when it comes to the physical exfoliation. So now let's get into the chemical. Now the chemical is gonna vary again, how much your skin can tolerate. I also say that exfoliating with certain products, you may want to just do either weekly or twice a week. There are some that you can even do every day. Many products that have a mild ingredient for exfoliation that you can do every morning, every evening, but I really believe that you don't need to do, my personal opinion and what works for me is just to do it like once a week, maybe at most twice a week. I focus a lot more on like my retinols and what have not, ingredients or something that mimics a retinol for my skincare. And retinoids and retinol is definitely another form of an exfoliation because it is turning over your skin. And we know that as we get older, clearly that slows down, which is the reason why exfoliating is so, I think, key when it comes to removing that dullness on your face. You know how like your face may just look a little darker in it's just, think about just that dead layer of skin. And so when you are doing an exfoliation, it brightens your face right away, a shade or two. And of course, that's what we know that retinol does. I mean, it's like we know in here that it is like the gold standard of just a myriad of things that can really help when it comes to your skin, tone, texture, the whole thing. So, but not everyone can do a retinol because it can be strong, because it takes time. It's not something that you're going to see right away like exfoliating. Retinols are going to take months so that you can start to see, and you have to be consistent to get that kind of result. So retinol just in general is definitely another form of exfoliating, and so keep that in mind also if it's something that you want to do at some point and whether you want to have it prescribed to you by your doctor, or you want to go and experience different ways that you can add retinol to your skin regimen, for depending on whatever it is that you're trying to target for yourself, right? But some of the things that I feel that are really helpful is glycolic acid, which again, very strong when you first start out, especially if you have sensitive skin. And what I mean by sensitive skin is like not reactive skin, because we can all have reactive skin to anything. But I'm talking about like having a very obvious reaction where it's like not agreeing with you, you know, whether you're getting a burning sensation. You should never have that. Tinglings are fine. Hot burning is not good. So, but glycolic is so good. So use this weekly or twice a week. And then another thing that I have tried, and maybe you've seen the whole hoopla when it was a thing, and it was what's the word? I'm losing my train of thought, you know. One of those things that happens as you get older. The trend. So the trend was the whole red-faced, as far as putting on this red liquid. But it is by The Ordinary, and it is a BHA, AHA, and it really helps with exfoliating. Again, to do it once a week, twice a week. It's fun. That's another way you can do it. I have mine's full. I've had it for a minute, so I use it from time to time depending on my mood, but I have other products that I use. So The Ordinary carries a good BHA, AHA to exfoliate. The other thing, guys, is I don't think we should even neglect like our whole body. You know, again, it goes back to whatever your need is, right? Whether you do want to have maybe extra soft skin, or you feel like your skin dries out too fast, and there's just such a big difference between like moisturizing and exfoliating and removing that top layer of dead skin. There's so many ways you can also incorporate that in your shower time, right? So what I like, and I've been using this for my elbows, but you can definitely use this all over your body. And it is with Celesty, so it is a product that I do sell, so you can always find the link down below. But it is a brightening body scrub. You can use it in the morning or in the in the evening whenever you do showers. Got vitamin E, aloe vera, jojoba oil. Such great ingredients. It has that same kind of texture that you can feel like those little granules that are working and you're rubbing in. I think we should all just take the time to do that with our own entire body. So give that some consideration for your body, for an exfoliation. So don't neglect that as well. We tend to kind of just always focus on what we see, right? Or what everyone else sees when they see you. And if you want to kind of just have that, just the thought of just knowing that you're exfoliating your entire body and removing kind of like that dead skin layer all over your body, try a body scrub. So, okay guys, so we have kind of like pretty much have hit a lot of these different ways to be able to exfoliate. Not a long video today, but I felt like it was important because I think that sometimes we do want to see results with our skin, number one, and it really truly is, I think, something that can be done and that you can see results immediately. And the other thing is that, not going back to the retinol, not everyone can do a retinol, not everyone can tolerate a retinol, and this can be the next step into being able to see, again, those results fast, not having to wait 6 months down the line to see the change in the brightness on your face from exfoliating. So, you know, I am 58 years old, and I really feel like a lot of the things that I have begun doing, is that a word? I began doing from just even these past 3 years has really made a difference on my skin. Yes, clearly part of it could be genetic, right? Some of us just have those genes in us that we age better than others. But really just taking the time to get to know your face, what it needs, and just taking those little bit of few minutes at the end of the day to do your skincare and keeping your face healthy. That's another big part of it as well. But right, just having that confidence that even if I'm not wearing makeup, even if I don't want to wear makeup that day, I'm okay. I can go out, throw on a little bit of lip gloss, make sure I've got my sunscreen on, and call it a day and feel good about that. Okay, that's it, guys. I'm leaving it here today, and I hope that something that you found was helpful. If it was, let me know what it is. Leave it in the comments. Share this with your girlfriends, with some family members. Let them know about this channel. Thank you for being here. Always, I appreciate you. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will catch you on my next video. Until later. Bye.